All right, guys, got a quick question on knee pain. I'm going to show you 2 or 3 things. Let me show you 3. I'll do 3 things to help you get instant relief. That being said, if you are experiencing pain, you need to go talk to your doctor, talk to someone who can actually help you with this, see what's going on underneath it. I'm just going to show you some of the tricks that I've used to strengthen my knees, help some of our clients, I help my parents with this stuff. So these are things that I know work. That being said, again, be super careful. Don't let things get worse. And that's that, all right? So let's get into it. There are a few things we can do, guys, really with strengthening the knee. The way that I look at rehab and the way that I really approach attacking body issues like that is pain is basically a communication. If you're experiencing pain in your knees, your elbows, your shoulders, your wrists, whatever it is, that's basically your body's way of saying, hey, something's up. Now, when you have that experience, there are really 2 ways people go about it. Number 1 is to kind of look for band-aid solutions. Again, in our wrist video, we've talked about like wrapping things up, taking ibuprofen, and these things are all okay. They're just kind of shields and they're going to allow you to get through the workout. But if you are experiencing that pain on a consistent basis, you want to really address the root cause of it to make sure that you're really kind of reversing what's going on, not just shielding it from getting worse, okay? So that's kind of our stance on it. You want to attack the root cause. And the thing is with the knee, it's a very common problem. Like one, if you have a bit of weight to lose, you're really kind of looking at the force, okay? Now, it's not just the weight that we're trying to, that, you know, the whatever 30 pounds that we have. It's really about the force that we're experiencing. And what we're basically saying is like force is, equals, or pressure equals force divided by area. Like right here, if you even have like, 20, 30 pounds, that's going to be amplified in your knees. So the first thing to do it, first improvement you can make is get your body fat down. As you guys know, we're kind of specialized in that. We can help you with that as well. Boot camp above if you want to learn more. That's kind of the first thing you want to focus on. But then once we kind of address that as well, the second thing we want to do is really build up the muscles around it. Now, that being said, we have a lot of stuff that's connecting to the knee. We have the teardrop muscle right here. We have the quad. We have the tibialis, the calf, the hamstring. Everything is going to be holding that knee in place. And the thing is, if there's some instability, if there's some weakness, there are a lot of things that can cause that knee to be off balance, which is just going to kind of keep people stuck and keep that knee pain going. So a few things we can do, and this is going to sound so ridiculous, but the best way to do it is by walking backwards. So very simple, walk backwards for 5 or 10 minutes. And the thing is, it's going to look ridiculous and sound ridiculous, but if you do it for 5 or 10 minutes, all of a sudden, you're going to feel it. You're going to actually be kind of tired. And the thing is, by doing it in reverse, you're going to be strengthening muscles that really never get stimulated by walking forwards. So next time you go, guys go on a walk, let's just say it's 20 minutes, do half of it forwards, half of it backwards, and you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You really are building up the tibialis, you're building up the hamstring, you're building up all this stuff around that knee, and that in and of itself has reversed a lot of knee pain just by doing something very unique and very weird, okay? The second thing is going to be Tibialis Raises. Now, this is where you're going to have your butt against the wall here. You're going to be straightening out your legs like this, and what you're going to do is you're going to curl up your toes towards the ceiling, okay? Now, this right here, as I mentioned, the tibialis is the first thing that connects to the patella. It's going to be the closest thing to it. So by doing this, you're going to be strengthening this up, and there's a good chance that you've never, ever exercised your tibialis. No machines out there are going to do this for you, and realistically, until Ben Patrick from the ATG group started doing this and talking about it, no one's doing this, okay? This is actually a pretty recent thing that kind of came out over COVID when people were exercising at home, trying to repair their knees, things like that. It's a very common exercise nowadays. People aren't talking about it as much unless you're in those functional circles. So I wanted to share this with you guys. So as far as sets and reps, go ahead and do 15 to 20 reps, lock out your knees, and then again, really just focus on building up that tibialis. If you want more of a challenge, you can walk forward. So the further you go forward, the harder it's going to be on you. Like right now, I can definitely feel it. It's kind of a challenge, which is a good feeling for me. The thing is, if it's too difficult, what you can do is back it up. The higher you're up forward, the easier it's going to be. So you kind of want to pick a decent range where it's challenging, but at the same time, you can still get through quite a bit of reps, 15 to 20 reps, and that's what's really going to help you guys on your knee journey. One last one. Let me get some blocks. I'll give you guys a bonus, all right? Bonus one. All right. right, so we have these here. We're going to be doing a thing called a Poliquin Step Up. And basically, it's a one-footed squat where we're focused on having the knee over the toe. Now, when you guys do this, you want to scale it up or down to whatever level you're at. Because the thing is, if you're doing, like when I do it, I have a weight on my shoulder. I'm like getting them, I'm getting going. I'm going pretty heavy. The thing is, you really want to make sure you're careful with this stuff because it's an entire scale. Like you can scale it up or down based on where you're at. But the thing is, you don't want to push it too hard because if you go too hard, you're going to feel more instability. That's not a good spot to be. So anyway, for you guys, I'm going to show you. You want to find some sort of block. And what you're focusing on here is bending that front knee, getting that heel to the floor, and then coming back up. Okay? And this is an amazing way to strengthen all this stuff around the knee. Even right here, I'll face you guys just so you guys can see. Let me give a little better demonstration. So we're right here. I'm going to do it again. Right there. Focused on all this good stuff right here. I'm feeling it, guys, the entire way around. Even doing this for body weight, you're going to feel it in your hamstring. You're going to feel it, everything strengthening up around your knee. And this is one of the best things to do. Because with the knees, guys, you really want to strengthen up everything that's going on here. It's really about strengthening. It's less about pain removal. You want to be strong. Like that's one of the reasons why people do have a lot of knee issues is because these muscles aren't as strong. Kind of a societal thing, but there are certain exercises like the hamstring machine. We have the leg extension machine. A lot of it is machines, and we're never really fully strengthening the tendons anymore, which is why people have these, if you look at NFL players, massive, massive legs, huge calves, but the thing is their tendons might not be as strong because primarily what they're doing is like the machines. They're doing the curls and this and that. Obviously, they're squatting. They're professional athletes. They know what's going on. Their trainers are having them do a lot of this stuff. But for people that are just basically out there lifting, they're never really strengthening their tendons, which is why knee pain is really, really common, okay? So one last point here, guys, is when you're doing this, you want to have your foot slightly angled out to the side just to make sure that your hip can get aligned. You can really get nice and deep with it. And if you do it, you're going to feel it, right? So it doesn't need to be blocks. Get on a step of some sort. Do it. Just get your ankle out there. Build all that stuff up. You're going to feel it after probably 5-10 reps. Do it and you're going to be in a good spot. And with these exercises, guys, I showed my mom these and her knee pain is gone. So she had some bad knees and she did the Tibialis Raises, walks backwards, and this guy especially, the Poliquin squats or Poliquin Step Ups, that almost gave her instant relief. So those are the 3 that I wanted to share with you guys. If you have knee pain, again, those are things you can do to strengthen it, build muscle in the key areas, but at the same time, getting weight off is going to take a lot of pressure off your knees. So if you guys want help with that, click the link above, a link to the boot camp. Otherwise, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully that was useful. Again, consult your doctor, but those 3 things are going to help. See you guys in the next one.